Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm not feeling the greatest still. I'm trying to get over my cold, so if I'm coughing and stuff, I apologize, but let's just go ahead and get right into my Nightmare on Panning Street update. Love this project. I have been sick for the last 2 weeks, so I haven't really been wearing makeup. Today is the first day I've applied anything on my face, and I almost felt like I forgot what I was doing. Of course, it just comes flying back, but at the same time, I was kind of piling it on because it's been so long since I've used the stuff that I have, and I'm trying to use a ton of different things. As you can tell, I have a little bit of different things going on, so I want to let you guys know of my updates, so let's get started. The first one is for Fright Night, which is a red or vampire themed product, and this one I had the MAC Victoriana lipstick in the shade, I guess it's just called Victoriana, and it's a matte lipstick from MAC, and it looks like this. I still probably have the same amount as I had last time. I've only used it, I think, once, so I'm not going to weigh it. I haven't weighed anything, to be completely honest, because literally I have not used that much makeup in the last little while. I got sick in the beginning of March with, I'm not sure what the heck that is. I think it's hormonal, but I don't know. And then at the end of the month, I got really, really sick. And so I'm just getting over like the chest congestion part of it and stuff. So that's why I sound a little bit different. So yeah, one use. That's okay. I know I have more in me for the next month. This is going up late, by the way. It was supposed to be up on March 31st, but of course I wasn't feeling well, so this is the soonest that I could get it up. The next item I have is for Friday the 13th, which is a summer themed item. And for that, I selected my Violet Voss Sakura Blossom eyeshadow palette, which is really beautiful and honestly perfect for the fact that I have to go right back into work, a couple days a week. And I feel like this palette is very neutral and really nice and easy to wear. A lot of the shimmers you could do as all over the lid shimmers and just use a tiny bit of the deepening. I mean, I say deepening, but they're not super, super deep. So I'll just swatch a couple for you guys, just so you can kind of see where I'm at with the color story. So these are just a couple. You can see those shimmers would be nice all over, and then just a little bit of the brown in the outer corner. Nothing too crazy, super easy to wear. For this one, I have a goal of 5 uses. I've only used it once, so hopefully, I mean, I think this month I'm trying to do purples. That's why I have purple on, and you'll probably see purple on me every single time I'm doing a video for this month, because I'm using for my purple eyeshadows for Misty's birthday month, which is April. She's at Misty Pans, and she is doing purple theme for her entire birthday month of April. So I told her that I would do that with her. It also gives me a lot of usage on my project panning purples, which I don't normally go to. I find that I love purple eyeshadow, but I don't normally gravitate toward it. So as much as I want to wear this one this month, I don't think I'll get the usage completed out of that. So it'll probably be in for at least another month. The next is for Rosemary's Baby, and that is a new item. And for that, I had selected my MAC Botanic Panic eyeshadow palette. I just think that is such beautiful artwork. I love the color of the palette. I love the inside of the palette. I just think, I love the mirror. First of all, I love it. It's a big mirror. And I love the color story inside. It's a very spring oriented, and I am a very big fan of MAC eyeshadows. I think they perform very well. I don't think that they last forever, but I certainly think that they have a very nice formula, and I always feel like my eyeshadow looks very nice when I use MAC. So for this one, I have a goal of 5 uses, and this one I also have only used one time, but I do see a couple of purples in this outer corner here. So now that I know that those are there, I might grab this out a couple of times in the month of April. So that's always nice to see. It looks like a pastel Easter themed palette, which is really pretty. Then another one I have is Frankenstein, which is a Franken product. And in all honesty, I'm not a fan of Frankening my products, especially eyeshadows. Excuse me. have realized that it's not something that I gravitate toward. I choose not to use those, and I don't know if it's just because there's so much going on in there that I can't really tell the color because I've put them in myself, or if it's just because it's not from a brand. I have no idea what the issue is, but I tend not to gravitate toward it, even though the one that I created, which is in this project, which is here, there's not much there. And I feel like it's a really, really nice shade. You can probably not see it that well, but it's a nice eyeshadow color. Like, it's really easy to wear, but at the same time, I just don't want to use it. I don't know what it is. I probably will not be doing any more Frankening after this. I just don't see myself doing that or wanting to use Franken eyeshadows. I really give a lot of credit to the people who do love Frankening eyeshadows. I think that's so creative, honestly, and I am a creative person, and I feel like that's fun, but I don't use them. It's like a great process, but I just won't use them. So I know that about myself. So I'll try. I thought I was easily going to get that out in like the first month, and I'm not even really touching it. So I have a total of, oh, it's completion, but I've only used it twice since the beginning of this project. What does that tell you? It started in October 31st of 2021, and it's now April 6th, and I've only used it twice. What does that tell you? I just don't like using Franken products. So hopefully I can bang that out in the next couple months. We'll see. So the next one I have is the Conjuring, which is I don't know what possessed you to buy it. And for that, I selected my Morphe and Maddie Ziegler eyeshadow palette. My apologies. It's called the Imagination palette. And at first, I bought it because of this one eyeshadow. Sorry. I bought it for this one eyeshadow right here. And I already have a bunch of nudes in my collection. And I have all of these other color stories. All of these ones probably in that MAC eyeshadow palette. Like, let's just compare them together. I keep dropping this sleeve out, but I don't want to get rid of it because the names are not here. But if you look at them, they're so similar except for that green. Like, I don't really need both of these, but I love the MAC formula. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting rid of this palette anytime soon. And I'm actually really enjoying this Morphe palette. I'm not a huge fan of buying from Morphe anymore. I have more Morphe palettes than I would like to admit. And there's a couple of eyeshadows in here. This one right here that has the stars on it, and then this one right here that tend to get crazy hard pan, where it looks like nothing comes off. I have to really scratch at the surface, and I love the color. This one's not as bad, but this one right here is awful, awful, awful. And I think I'm going to have to put a piece of tape and pull the top layer off because it doesn't come off. And it's a beautiful, like, duochrome shade. Let's see if I can, I'm going to press really, really, really hard. So there is what the color looks like when you can actually get something off. And I feel like that's such a beautiful shade for highlighting the brow bone. All over the lid, it's got this like almost like a apricot-y pink undertone to it, but it's like a more golden, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's got this like pearlescent quality to it, which is so beautiful. But like, now look at it, I had to mush my finger in there and for me to get anything out of it. So I don't know what possessed me to buy it except for that green eyeshadow. I don't know, but I am liking it, which isn't a bad thing. When I first put it in here, I thought, I don't even know when I'm going to use this, and I actually ended up kind of liking it, so that's a plus, but it's not something that I desperately needed in my collection. And so that one will be leaving the project now because I had a 5 usage goal and I have met those 5, so I'm going to put that back here. The next one is Fright Night again. I had drawn it again and I wish I redrew, but the good thing about that is I put my MAC lip pencil in the shade Cherry in here for 20 uses, and I have used it 10 times. 10 times out of 20, and it needs a good sharpening again, so that's a good thing. And it matches really nicely with the red from the Mac and Toledo collection. It's pretty much a perfect match, and I like wearing them together, which is great. I love these two together, but they will be in here still for a while. The next one I have is called The Ring, and that is to show the ring in a pan. And for that one, I have selected the Too Faced, the Little Black Book of Bronzers. This is an old AF palette, and the one that I'm trying to work on is this one right here. With that being said, I am focusing on, for my That's Expensive, the bronzer in this palette, which is right here, because I don't want this in my collection anymore. And as much as I would like to be done with this, I have found a new appreciation for this palette, and I'm actually enjoying using it now. But it's still old and needs to get used up. So that one, like the Hourglass one, is my first priority. But I don't think it will take me very long to hit pan on this, maybe a few months. So I'll probably use that one for April, maybe into March. And then I'll probably go for this one in the summer because it's a little bit deeper than the one in the Hourglass palette. And I feel like that would be just really nice for me in the summertime. And even if I wanted to, I can dabble between this one and this one. I can just mix them both in for the summertime, so I could get use of two, even though one isn't a project. So I have a new appreciation for this. However, I really wish that I only have like mini singles. I wish these were all in a single palette form or single compact form and not in a big palette like this, because it's incredibly hard to store. I haven't used it because I feel like it's bulky in my collection. So this year I'll put this thing in quite a few projects, and maybe next year I'll shoot for panning as much as I can, and then it might go. But we'll see how the rest of 2022 goes. For that one, I am not close to even hitting pan, and I haven't weighed it because I haven't been using it. So it's going to still be around the 212 gram mark, I believe. Sorry, I apologize for the coughing. The next one I have is, again, oh, do I have this one? Yeah, another Friday the 13th, which is a summertime item. And for that one, I selected the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in Summertime Wine. And I am going to completion on this, which is not going to happen. It's going to be in the project forever. I don't know why. I think I might even change that to just hitting pan, because there's so much product in here and I've only just started using it, and it was brand new when I added it into the project. And I'm also working on another cream blush that is like quite expensive, and I would prefer to work on that one. So I might just try to go to pan or take it till the end of the project, because it's only till October 31st. So we'll see how that goes. But I haven't used it, I don't think, in the last month, because I was focusing on a few other blushes. Then the next one is for Halloween, which is sheet masks. And I'm piling everything up over here, so I have to move some things. So for the sheet masks, I'm trying to use 4 sheet masks from, what are these called? Mask Cream. They're called Mask Cream, I guess. That's the name of everything. So I have completed 3. And I have 1 more left. So these were tallied. Actually, it was a sort of a spoiler to my Pan Your Way to 5K empties. Those were in there. So these can now go into my completed portion away from the empties for April, because I've already calculated those. So 3 out of the 4 I've done, which is really great. And I wish I completed that last one so that I could have rolled that out this time. I only have 1 rollout, so that's unfortunate, but next month I'll have many more. Hopefully I'll have more, because I'm working hard. I'm gonna work hard. So the next one I have is the Exorcist, which is something that makes your head spin. And I chose Spin with Delight because I feel like Delight is always nice. So I chose my Rihanna perfume. I don't remember what this is called, and the bottom label has nothing on it anymore, and I can't remember. I'm sure if I Googled it, maybe it's Rebel Fleur, something like that. Anyways, I was here at my last update and now I'm down to here. I could have finished that if I didn't get sick at the end of March. I could have had this as a rollout, and I was so excited because I was making such great progress, and then I got sick. So for 2 weeks, I just laid in bed, not feeling well, and this just sat there. And it does have a leak somewhere. I need to get, where's my, sorry for my room is so messy, but it does have a leak somewhere, and it keeps spilling out of the sides of the container, so I don't want to shake it around too much. I don't even know how that's happening, but it's got a leak and it just stinks right now. My hands are full of perfume now, so I'm just gonna lay it down here and deal with that later. And it was at 209 grams, 0.12. I'm not going to weigh it because it's just going to get my scale all gross, and I know for a fact that that'll be done by next update, so I'm not even going to bother. I have very little left. The next one, oh my gosh. Wow. The next one is for Children of the Corn, which is a food-related item, and for that one I've selected my Glamlight Red Velvet eyeshadow palette, and I haven't used it yet. I put 5 uses, and I love this, and it's got a few purples in here, but I already have enough purple eyeshadow that I'm trying to use, so I haven't used that yet, unfortunately. It is really beautiful. Did I even show you the inside? It's really beautiful. I just haven't used it. The next one is Dracula, which is something that sucks the life out of you. And for that one, I put a MAC Mini Pigment. And the shade is Whisper Pink. And I will give you a tiny swatch here. It's really, really beautiful, actually. But where did I put it? Right there. It's just like very highly reflective, very little bit of sparkle to it. And I put a 5 goal use, and I've only used it once. And I probably won't use it much in April unless I pair it with some of my purples just to get a few uses of this. But because I'm trying to focus on purples, I might not grab it, but we'll see. It could pair well, like pretty well with that, I think. Just like nice right on the inner corner, or as a brow bone highlight kind of thing. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. The second last thing is Paranormal Activity, which is an item that never disappears. And for that one, of course, I chose a blush, and that is the MAC Proenza Schuler, the Proenza Schuler blush in Ocean City. Sorry, guys. And it's such a gorgeous blush. It's got a nice mirror inside here, and it's such a beautiful tan slash corally vibrant blush. It's just so beautiful. I love it. And if you wanted, you could sorry. You could put it on your brush the way you want to apply it, so this could be more of a bronzer. I'm going to finish this really quickly because that perfume is making me cough. Last one is the item that I'm bringing in for the item I rolled out, and that is Night of the Living Dead, which is a product that wakes up your skin in the morning. Wow. And for that, I decided to do a little MAC sample of Fix Plus. If I get really into it, I might do a second one of these, but I don't want to put too much pressure because I'm already working on 3 of these. So sorry, guys. I'm going to cut this now because I'm just going to keep coughing. So I apologize. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.